Hello everyone, and welcome to The Long Dark. Now, I haven't played this game in a while, I just thought I would come back to it, and yeah, just check it out, see how it goes, and bring you along for the ride. So, I'm gonna start new. I'll give Stalker a go, random, yeah, smell. So I've seen these have been introduced in a new, well I say new, it's part of the Tales from the Far Territory expansion. However, I'm not too sure if these have been released alongside the base game or not, as a free edition rather than a paid one. But yeah, you have the Cougar, and you also have Scurvy and Trader, and these can affect your games in different ways. The Cougar, with that you need to try and run a nomadic playthrough when you're playing rather than just staying in one place, however it can be countered if you kill it. Scurvy, with that you need to have an actual balanced diet, which I think is pretty interesting. It's quite a cool mechanic. And then the Trader, so after a certain amount of days he'll give you a call on the radio when there's an event going on in game, and you can trade certain items with him, but you have to reach one part of the map to do that. So we'll see if we get that far. What shall we call it? We'll call it hell. An interesting quote from The Road. It's quite a good book, and it was adapted into a movie a couple of years ago, which is really good. If you haven't watched it or read the book, I strongly suggest it. It's really good, and it's very similar to this. So our first goal is going to be to find shelter. So I reckon if we just keep following the signs of civilization, hopefully we'll find something that isn't buried by snow. Seeing this big body of snow here, it actually reminds me of something I looked into the other day, and it turns out that the deepest recorded snowfall was at the Mount Baker ski area in Washington, and it happened between 1998 and 1999, and it was 95 feet deep, which is actually quite crazy to think about. So it seems that there's some kind of radio tower up there, potentially. What I'm thinking is we just keep going this way.
Goddamn freezing.
I know, it is very cold. It's how I feel at the moment, actually. I'm playing in my attic, and yes, it's very cold here. I would say with this game you can really feel the chill. It does a great job in immersing you, and it's a really great game to play around the winter time, I find. It's very atmospheric. I found a bit of temporary shelter, but the thing is, I could go to that lighthouse, but I don't know, it looks decrepit, so I don't really think it's going to provide much of a shelter. Better than the car, sure, but I'm going to make the decision to push forward. That seems like it was the right call. There's a boat down this way. Yeah. Okay. this could be what we need. Pry bar, that would be amazing.
That'll come in handy.
Okay, so I found a pry bar. That's great. It's going to be very useful because I'll be able to pry some trunks, and I think you can pry some doors as well. Yeah. Let's see what's in here. Nothing. Amazing.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Hmm. Well, that is definitely hinting to a flare gun by the looks of it over in that lighthouse. It's something to keep in mind. There is a cabin and a fishing hut. I'm gonna turn back. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, made it inside. We found some very useful stuff. Okay, what we can do now, let's get some rest. You know, I'm just looking at this ice fishing hut now, and it reminds me of when I looked into it. It turns out ice fishing huts were made by indigenous groups in North America, and there was this one tribe called the Ojibwe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I hope I am. And yeah, it turns out their homeland, it passes through the Great Lakes region, and then it covers parts of the northern plains and subarctic areas in the United States and Canada. And it turns out that skills like crafting and fur trading is a big part of their culture, so yeah, living off the land for them is pretty important. As you can see in here, this is a fairly modernised version. But, well, I say modernised, but, you know, it looks pretty cool. Okay, this isn't good.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
I know I originally said that I wasn't going to go to the lighthouse, but there could be some tools there. I will say this game is beautiful. It's a really aesthetically pleasing game. Aha.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Okay, I've got charcoal on me. I don't quite know why I'm holding that. Let me put that away. Okay, so there's some rabbits up ahead, but I don't have any rocks. Without any rocks, there's nothing I can really do. I'll leave them for now. If I go up here. I'm gonna be honest, I don't quite know why I walked all the way up here. But I'm really glad that I did. Anyway, let's get out of here for now. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, what? Shit! Oh, fuck. I don't quite know what happened there. Oh, shit. I need to get out of here. Fuck it. I'm gonna try and get to where I was gonna originally go, across the bridge. But by the looks of it, I'm gonna have to kind of go the long way.
I don't feel so good.
Let me hold up on this bridge. Sprained ankle, pain, shit.
I'm gonna need some first aid. Soon. Feel so good.
Just can't wait. I'm just gonna search here for a first aid kit or something.
Oh, that hurts.